What's happening? I don't know about you guys, but over summer, done with it. It's too freaking hot to even breathe. So I guess I'll take a minute to kind of, this light's killing me, kind of discuss what my thought process has been the last week or so. And I'm really reticent, really cautiously going to approach this because it's terrible. The things that have been happening, the shootings, the killings, there's no words that can describe that, you know, how terrible and awful that is. And instead of taking the approach that we need to arm more people and get more people into the Second Amendment and realizing what the Second Amendment does and what it is for, the biggest response has been, well, red flag laws. Red flag laws this, TAPS Act. Should have seen it coming, yada, yada, yada. Ban assault rifles. I mean, come on, man. Look, so one of the things that burns my ass up more than anything is, first of all, let me stop myself from getting too foul. It's a freaking magazine. It is not a clip. This is a clip. This is a magazine. A clip also can be this, all right? These are clips. These are meant to be top loaded into any type of rifle, bolt action, some of the old military style rifles. These are clips. This is a magazine. This holds 30. This holds 5. All right, rant's over. So more people than ever before are talking about guns in a way that they absolutely have no idea what the hell they're talking about. The same reason that I don't discuss politics and brain surgery. I don't know enough about either one of them to be able to substantiate a good argument. But what I do know is I do know guns and I do know the Second Amendment. But in today's culture, we have a whole group of people that talk about shit that they absolutely have no idea what they're talking about. And it's really frustrating because on the flip side of that, you've got people in the gun community that talk a lot of shit, and they talk about things that they really don't know anything about, or they regurgitate things that they've seen other people talk about. And so, like that little idiot that got held up at gunpoint, that was going to go into the Walmart with 100 rounds and a AR, and the off-duty firefighter stopped him. I mean, whether or not that kid was intending to go shoot up the place, or if he was exercising his right to bear arms, does not matter. I've thought about it. Just because you have the right to do something doesn't necessarily mean that you should do it. And in this day and age where everybody is so terrified and so mortified of anything gun related, and rightfully so, I was just in Walmart a minute ago and my head was on a swivel. I thought I was going to puke after I walked out of Walmart. I was looking around so much. I was dizzy. And it's a damn shame that we have to be like that in today's society, but it is what it is. So whether or not that kid was legal to do what he was doing or not doesn't make it right. He's stirring shit up. On the other side of that, he's exercising his right and his freedom to bear arms and carry his rifle in public. probably not the best time to have done that. Now, if you're at a Second Amendment rally and everybody's got their ARs, everybody's open carry, you know, all that in a safe environment, yeah, that seems a little more appropriate. But just out of nowhere, you got a plate carrier and you're rolling up into Walmart with an AR, I probably would have put a gun to you and told you to get the hell down on the ground, or I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have pissed down both legs and called 911. There is no telling. You don't know what you're going to do until you're in that situation. And you can be honest with yourself, and don't try and bullshit me. You can bullshit yourself, don't bullshit me. And until you're in that situation, you don't know what you're going to do. So this kid, that was probably not the right move. Not the right move. So if his intentions were good, noble, albeit pretty stupid, if he did have ill intentions, then I hope the worst for him. So all that to say this. Everybody's calling for these red flag bans. And I think there's already been 2 people killed due to these red flag bans. If somebody comes beating on my door 3 o'clock in the morning and tried to kick my door in, I don't know who the hell it is. I haven't done anything wrong. I show up to the door with a gun and a cop shoots me. How much sense does that make? And if you piss somebody off and to get back at you, they know that you have firearms, all they have to do is just call it in, and then you're guilty until proven innocent. How is that even right? I mean, that shit is absolutely bonkers. I don't get it. And the fact that Dan Crenshaw backpedaled after El Paso and said that, you know, maybe we need to start looking at the less obvious, you know, the TAPS Act and the red flag law. Oh my God, kiss my ass. No. Shall not be infringed. The only way, drugs are a prime example. It is illegal to sell or do drugs. But guess what? People still sell and do drugs. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you take away the rights of legally armed citizens, then the only people that will have guns are the freaking criminals. That, I cannot believe that is so beyond some people, that if you ban the guns, bad people will still have them and still get them. Not to mention in the UK and, you know, Europe, and hell, just the other day over here in the US, you know, a guy went on a killing spree with a knife. I mean, if people want to kill people, they're going to do it. And it's horrible. And just like many have said, we have a people problem. We do not have a gun problem. We have a people problem. Whenever I was in high school, we all had, you know, our shotguns to go squirrel hunting after school, and, you know, nobody ever said a thing about it, you know. Somewhere along the line, the younger generation has just turned to shit, you know, and we need to keep in mind that no matter what we do, this country was based on the fact that we fought against a tyrannical government and fought for our freedom with firearms. We didn't do it with pillow fights and lip-wristed hand slaps. We did it with guns. You look at Europe, Australia, New Zealand, all those other places that have implemented these terrible gun control laws, shit still happens. Shit still happens. It's not going to change a thing. When people start defending themselves with the firearm, these chicken shits that go into these gun-free zones will think twice about going somewhere and shooting somebody if they know that somebody's going to shoot back at their ass. They go to these places and they know that nobody has a gun because the gun-free zones, which are the dumbest thing I've ever seen, they go into these gun-free zones knowing that most 99% of the people that own firearms and carry them are going to be legal and legit and not carry in the gun-free zone like they're supposed to, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel. So, kind of went off topic, not really off topic, but it was kind of a rant. So, I've been wearing my tinfoil hat, 2 layers